What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. There was an Amber Alert issued yesterday for a missing little girl. I think her name was Serafina. She was safely found in a Walmart parking lot yesterday. I didn't cover the story. And more information has come out of why she was in the Walmart parking lot and what led to the Amber Alert in itself. There are a lot of people out here, man, that lose their minds in situations dealing with affairs of the heart, meaning relationships. All marriages that, end sometimes, not all, but, sometimes marriages end badly and leave a lot of bad blood. But under no circumstances is any reason for people to lose their mind the way they are. But there are a lot of people out here that are grown children and throw tantrums and do all kind of stuff in which they just want to obliterate the other, be it male or female. I'm going to show you somebody. This dude right here, this piece of crap. His name is Nathan Gingles. He's 43 years old, right? From Tamarack, Florida. This guy has restraining orders against his wife. He has from his wife, put on him for his wife. He has a complicated history of domestic violence with his wife. This guy yesterday morning went to the house, shot his wife, killed her, killed the father-in-law who was down in Florida visiting them, and killed a relative of a neighbor who tried to help her when she ran door to door for help. They're absolute maniacs out here. And just take a look at this, man. This is some craziness.
Underway into a man accused of fatally shooting his ex-wife and two others before kidnapping his 4-year-old daughter. There are now some new charges in this case.
Sky 10 flying over the scene today in Tamarack as investigators search for the possible weapon that may have been used in the alleged crime. We have team coverage at noon. Our Roy Ramos will have more on the suspect in this case.
But first, we're going to turn our attention to Local 10's Michaela Hightower. She's joining us live right now. She's in Tamarack with the latest information coming into us. So, Michaela.
Yeah, you can see that divers with the Broward Sheriff's Office are wrapping up their search after a spokesperson has confirmed that the divers did find the possible murder weapon inside a canal in these waters. Now, it comes after the identities of those 3 people killed have been released. You've been hearing Mary Gingles' name all morning long, but we have confirmed that Mary's father, who was visiting from out of state and staying with her, was also killed. And that third person was a neighbor who was trying to help a woman who was pleading for her life.
I'm just so glad that I didn't get up and walk the morning that this took place.
A murder investigation in this Tamarack neighborhood is spreading from what was confined to a couple of homes on North Plum Bay Parkway to now the neighborhood's lake on Plum Harbor Way. Neighbors say deputies have been going door to door in search of a lead.
Well, they did come to the house on Sunday morning asking if it was any activity on our Ring camera. I did answer them, and I think they went to other neighbors' houses as well.
Sky 10 above the neighborhood as divers with the Broward Sheriff's Office spent most of Monday morning searching the waters. It comes after 3 people were killed in the Tamarack neighborhood Sunday morning. The investigation surrounding Nathan Gingles. Deputies say the 43-year-old is accused of gunning down his estranged wife, Mary Gingles. Witnesses say the tragedy happened in front of 4-year-old Serafina, the pair's daughter.
I'm so heartbroken to know that this little 4-year-old girl has experienced something so horrific at such an early age in life.
A neighbor who did not wish to go on camera showed us these chilling mud tracks left behind from when he says Mary ran door to door screaming for help. The neighbor saying the bigger tracks are from Nathan, who was right behind her, and the little ones from their little girl who was begging her father to stop. Witnesses in the neighborhood say Mary's father was visiting from out of state. They also believe the relative of a neighbor who opened the door for Mary was killed.
Now, just to have someone knock on your door to say something to you or ask you for something, it makes you leery to open your door.
The crime scene also stretching to a Broward Walmart, where little Serafina was found safe after an Amber Alert was issued. A lot of heavy emotions in this neighborhood this morning, as you heard from one of those neighbors. A lot of people are just absolutely shocked and appalled of what went on here over the weekend. Now, there's a lot of depth to this story. We've learned court records show that Mary and Nathan had some sort of complicated relationship, a domestic one that led them to a legal battle, one over custody of their child, and another that led Mary to filing to extend some sort of restraining order on Nathan. Unfortunately, it does not appear that that restraining order kept him from coming back to this neighborhood in Tamarack. For now, I'm live in Tamarack. Michaela Hightower, Local 10 News.
Oh, such a terrible situation, and our team coverage now continues with Local 10's Roy Ramos.
He joins us live with more on the suspect in this case. What happened this morning, Roy?
Well, we have learned that the suspect is former military, and he worked for a company by the name of General Dynamics, which is a military defense subcontractor that is based out of Doral. As Michaela mentioned, there were court documents that we've been able to obtain that showed that he did have a very troubled marriage and a history of domestic violence. I'll show you who we're talking about here. 43-year-old Nathan Gingles now behind bars at the Broward County Jail facing 3 murder charges after the sheriff deputies say that he shot and killed his wife Mary before then kidnapping their 4-year-old daughter Seraphine, then shooting her father and the nephew of a neighbor in Tamarack on Sunday. Now, we looked into the criminal history of Nathan and found that he was also facing charges for violation of an injunction of protection of domestic violence and interference with the custody of a minor. 3 cases were filed in family court just last year, showed that he had a connection to military service. One of the cases involved domestic violence where his wife Mary was the petitioner, but the case was later closed. There was also a dissolution of marriage filed last February that involved a subpoena to the Navy Federal Credit Union where both Nathan and Mary were receiving benefits. A second domestic case was filed by Mary in December where she was seeking protection. That judge granting that a little more than 3 weeks ago, but sadly she and 2 others would lose their lives at the hands of who investigators with the Broward Sheriff's Office says was Nathan Gingles. Now, Nathan is expected to face a judge at some point today on a number of charges that include premeditated first-degree murder. We will be there for that and let you know what the judge decides. For now, outside of the Broward County Jail here in Fort Lauderdale, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Jesus Christ. Listen, look at this. Said around 6 a.m. Sunday, which was yesterday, reports of a shooting brought deputies and Tamarack Fire Rescue to 5897 Plum Bay Parkway in Tamarack. Mary Gingles' home, where they found Ponzer, which is the father-in-law. Now, the names of these people up here. The woman's name is Mary Catherine Gingles. She's 34. Her father is David Ponzer. He was 64. And then this other person who was a relative of a neighbor that happened to open the door when she was knocking for help, Andrew Farron, was age 36. Now, getting back down here, right? It said they went to Gingles' home where they found Ponzer, her father, shot dead in the rear patio. About 4 hours later, an Amber Alert was issued for Seraphina that mentioned 5'2", 100-pound Mary as also an abducted victim. So Mary wasn't in the house. But as deputies searched for Seraphina, other BSO deputies found Mary Gingles and Andrew Farron inside a home across the street, both shot dead. So when he opened the door, she must have ran in there. Dude shot her and shot the guy that tried to offer her aid. How demonic is that? Now they caught this man. They don't need to know why. They need to dispatch him immediately. And I'm going to tell you why. That little girl, 4 years old, she's innocent in the whole thing. You kidnapped her after making her witness the shooting of her mother, her grandfather, and her and a neighbor that tried to help her mom. Did you hear what they said? He's running after the woman. She's running all over to try to get help. He's right behind her, heel to heel, trying to kill her. The baby's trying to keep up with 2 grown adults running. Anything could have happened. She run across the street, a car coming, the little baby behind him, some distance, screaming and everything. Daddy, stop. What if a car hit her? What do you think about that? This guy's so hell-bent on destruction that he don't care nothing about the kid. Oh, I'll do what I got to do and I'll go back to the kid. We see this a lot in domestic violence situations. Man beat the hell out the woman, woman fighting on the man, so on and so forth. Kids screaming bloody murder because they can't figure it out at 4 fucking years old. I didn't even argue and scream at the top of my lungs in front of my children. Because I remember when I was younger, I would hear my grandparents argue and not understand the adult problems they were arguing with. And I would be scared because usually when they raise their voice at me, I what? Get my ass beat. I tried not to create that environment for my children. This guy and people like him don't give a damn. They go out and do that. What kind of psychological effect do you think it's going to have on a girl at 4 years old? Can't go with a granddad, he dead. Can't go with a mom, she's dead. Can't go with you, your dumb ass going to jail when you should be dead too. Said they found him in Walmart parking lot, silver BMW. 4 hours later, they arrested him then. All that hell-bent anger and getting the demons in you, and then when they leave you and you calm down, you ain't got plan at first after you committed so much damn carnage. People are sickening out here, and this is another example of it. I would show this man no leniency. Jail won't fix that. He has unchanneled rage in him with the history of domestic violence between them two to where it can't be helped. He's 43 years old. What's in him is in him. Locking him up brings justice to nobody. It doesn't. So why does the justice system still do this? Prison and jail should be for like thieves and people that do miscreant stuff where, you know, it doesn't really harm somebody. A lot of these crimes where it leaves a lasting effect on the victims or those that were around it, the victims and their families, get them out of here. They need to, like I told you, they need to make every murder, intentional, cold-blooded murder, a capital offense. And it should be paid with the ultimate penalty, death. I mean, y'all probably think I'm crazy. It's real. I would not give somebody a second chance that gives a victim no chance or offer a plea deal when people are pleading for their life before it's taken from them. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad the little girl is okay. At 4 years old, she'll recover somewhat from it. But I mean, damn, you build a relationship with two people that are not getting along with each other. Now both of them gone, especially your mom, which you're still bonding at age 4 with. How selfish is that? The best thing a father can do as a man for his children is to show love to his mother, even if he don't like her. And that's the hard part about being a man. A lot of people don't know. Stuff gets taken from us all the time, and we feel as though things aren't fair, especially in the justice system when it deals with couples, divorce, child support, so on and so forth. But that's just how it is right now. That right there is senseless. And it was purposefully done. And it was cruel. And the punishment need to be no less crueler. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Fuck this guy. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.